remember our cross-country trip last year. The colossal storm ripped through and our tent blew away. I remember shivering as we toweled off. I never would have asked to get caught in that storm, but I'm sure glad we did.
All right, well, I'm sure you had to work harder for this one than you were hoping to. Just talk about the emotion after this win.
Well, you know what? It was great emotion for us, but we knew coming into this was a trap game. You know, if you weren't ready, and I don't think early on we were, you know, the bad part of it is that first half we really never had the ball. I think we had it maybe, 4 minutes in the first half. You know, they controlled the football. Our defense had to step up, and tonight, you know, they really stepped up in the second half. You know, credit goes to them. I mean, it was a game you need coming into the playoffs, and it doesn't matter what a record is going into the playoffs. Every team wants to win and move on, and you know, just come down. I think we wanted it a lot more, and you know, we got it done at the end.
They did. They almost doubled you in total plays in the first half, more than twice as many yards. What was the difference seeing them this time?
Well, I seen it. I mean, for 2 games, you know, I seen them on tape. You know, they scored over 100 points. You know, their offense was starting to click, and they did a few things. You know, they put a counter tray in after our game. You know, and that kind of got us. You know, where our end was getting sucked down in, and you know, their offense is tough. I mean, they got a couple nice running backs, and the quarterback does a nice job faking it, and their offensive line did a heck of a job against ours. I mean, we're pretty strong up front, but you know, their offensive line, you know, got a lot of credit has to go to them. You know, you got to open the holes, and they were hitting us up inside, which a lot of teams haven't done. So it's you know, a lot of credit there. But you know, I'm very proud of what the defense did.
A lot of adversity in this one, and I just talk about the poise and composure you guys showed.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about that at halftime. It's how bad you wanted something. You know, our backs are against the wall. If you want something bad enough, you're going to get it. You know, we kept saying you got to believe, and it's, you know, we've used the phrase for a long time, nobody but us. You know, do what we do, and you know, and that's what we did. I mean, early on in the season, you know, we had those big splash plays. Tonight we had to be patient. Our kids were patient. We didn't panic. We kept going, and that's how you got to go. I mean, you have to stay the course and do what you do best, and you know, and that's what we do. You know, we run the football. You know, we try to throw it a little bit, but you know, we just do what we do.
It was nice for Hunter getting that record out of the way early on, so he could kind of put it in the back of his head. Just talk about what that means to him.
Well, I think it's a great accomplishment for him. I mean, he's only a sophomore, but you know what? Hunter's the type that he's not worried about a record. You know, we got some big fish to fry right now, but it's a great accomplishment for him. You know, and I don't even know if he knew the record was there. I mean, we didn't even talk about it, and we tried to keep it, but you know, we knew it was going to happen, and that's just terrific. I mean, he's a great young man who works hard all the time, and you know, he goes hard. He gets a lot of carries. You know, last week he had 39 carries. I don't know what he had tonight, but you know, he goes hard all the time, and that's what you got to do as a running back.
I hate to talk about hindsight. I know Kyle's been battling that hamstring injury, but if you go back, kick that extra point, would you do that over again?
Nah, probably not. I mean, Cal hasn't kicked in, we're going on 3 weeks now. So, you know, we had thought about it. If we got to the overtime, needed a field goal, we probably would have if we were to get down there. But, you know, he hasn't kicked, and we don't want to. He's probably about 95% right now, so we don't want to stretch it too much. And, you know, hopefully he'll be 100% come next week.
Well, plenty of things to build on after this one. I'm sure there are plenty of things you'd like to correct. Just what do you have to do going into round 2?
We just got to get back to basic again. I mean, they did a great job on us, you know, with their defensive front. Your offensive line didn't do a lot of things they normally do, but you know, we did a lot better job in the second half. I mean, we just got to get back to our zone schemes and you know, understand what's going to happen with that linebacker. I mean, they were bringing backers and catching us in different situations, but we'll work on that this week and you know, get ready for Portage.
If I did have to single out one group, it would probably be your guys up front. Talk about what they did tonight.
Yeah, I mean, you know, early on they were handling us. We made a little bit of an adjustment at the half, and you know, we went over some things, and I thought they did a lot better job controlling. I mean, I don't know how much Purchase Line had the ball in the second half, but we did a lot better job up front. You know, and that's what you got to do. You got to control the line of scrimmage to be able to run the football, and you know, I thought we ran it a lot better in the second half. I mean, we had some room to do things, and you know, I mean, there's some drives we were cut short, but you know. That's part of this game. I mean, you get to playoffs, they're gonna cut you down.